Good day and welcome. Today we're talking about art, and before we get on to the very funny, hilarious, insightful, amazing commentary, we need a little bit of context first. So we're going to go back to 2019 and we're going to be talking about this guy. So this guy is an artist, obviously, and he got the entire art world in an uproar back in 2019. And you will remember what it is. It was this guy. It was the fucking banana and the tape thing on the wall. Remember that? Back in 2019? Remember how stupid it was? The duct tape banana thing. It got a lot of people talking, to say the least. And in my opinion, the funniest thing that happened from that was the fact that somebody ate it, which was honestly pretty funny. So yeah, back in 2019, this thing sold for £120,000, which is kind of insane. So this was back in 2019, so why am I talking about it now? That's because a couple of years later, me and Yousef ended up having a conversation about art, about what is art, what makes art, can you characterize art, and sort of the value of art and that sort of stuff. And also some of the more weird, extreme, or just bizarre so-called art pieces. But anyway, me and Yousef talked about it and I never posted it. But recently, he's done it again. Once again, he's just done the same thing. He's duct taped a banana to a wall again, and somehow this time it sold for 6.2 million, which is just completely insane. So this happened quite recently as well, so that's why I'm talking about it now. But the interesting thing about this, and the reason why the video is called "Is Art a Scam?" is, or partially because we talk about it, but also partially because of this. So the guy who bought it is a Chinese cryptocurrency entrepreneur. I can't speak English. And the reason that's important is because the US Securities and Exchange Commission accused him of fraud. So because of this, I've heard people say and speculate that it was paid with crypto and is basically just for money laundering. So, but I'm not a journalist. Do your own research. I don't actually care. So now continuing to talk about the guy a bit more. Now, I may have been shitting on this guy a little bit, but he has actually done something which I think is quite funny. He did this, which is the Pope getting hit by a meteor as some kind of divine retribution, which, to be fair, pretty funny. I've also, whilst I was editing this, I watched a pretty interesting video talking more about the banana and sort of more of the art worldy side of things, rather than my perspective. So this was actually quite interesting. If you're interested, it's in the description. What I gathered from watching this video, and the reason it's called The Comedian, and looking at some of the artist's other art pieces, is sort of taking the piss of the art world because of how fucking incredibly stupid it is to buy something very arbitrary, sometimes not even good looking, or just very boring, for extortionate amounts of money. High art, pretty fucking stupid. So I like the idea of him taking the piss out of it, but let's be honest, somebody's done it better already, and that was, of course, Banksy. You might remember that. He did an auction where he sold one of his paintings, or one of his pieces of art, and then it shredded itself. So this is, what he was trying to do, basically, sort of take the piss out of the art world, and how ridiculous it is to spend, stupid amounts of money on something. And he just did it better, and he did it a year before, so, But anyway, that's a bit of context for this video. And now on with the hilarious, insightful, honestly life-changing, and just incredibly funny commentary with me and Yousef. Okay, so back to the art thing. Pretty fucking stupid. Do you remember that, the news story a while ago about the guy who duct taped a fucking banana to the wall?
Yep.
And apparently that was art.
Yeah, but
that's not fucking art. That is a load of bullshit.
No, but I thought the point of that one, I agree, there's a lot of those fucking stupid ones, but I think the point of that one is like, look how stupid art has become that I can do this and get away with it. I think, anyway.
But didn't people fucking love it though? Like it was a love-hate thing.
You say people love it. Who went to that fucking exhibition? Also, all the hippies, all the fucking rich fucks who like to fucking virtue signal art. Like no normal person, no common person appreciates that art.
Yeah, but I feel like the common person doesn't give a shit about art, though. The common person doesn't even like the Mona Lisa.
No, you say that. I think the common person likes a talent. So at least paintings old paintings, even the ones that like people don't appreciate much, or even the Mona Lisa and the shit, at least there's some talent there, right?
Yeah.
Like I can appreciate, if not the beauty of the piece, if not the idea behind it, like the conception of the piece into real life, if not
The mastery
the talent,
of the work, though.
the labor at least. Even the labor I can appreciate. Like back in the day, to get paint, it's a laborious to fucking paint it. Like nowadays, I can appreciate nothing. It looks ugly. It's a stupid idea. Well, hello, Melita. And there's no labor. You just fucking taped the bananas to the wall. Like, there's nothing I can appreciate here. It sucks. But that being said, I think the common person dislikes talent. Like, if there was some talent, the common person would be okay. If someone made some shitty ass fucking picture, which is kind of ugly, but like it takes talent to make it that ugly or some shit, I'll be like, okay, whatever.
It takes talent to make it that ugly. Oh.
It takes a special kind of person to make something that ugly.
That is like the biggest fucking insult you could possibly say to an artist. You have talent for making things ugly.
Dude,
that's so funny.
Listen, that's at least in the acceptable realm for me. Like, I'll accept your art. At least, that's the best I can do, honestly. If your shit is kind of ugly. But at least you put work and effort and talent, and some talent, like, I don't know. But like, motherfuckers painting bananas, taping bananas and shit, like, putting a fucking toilet in the middle of the exhibition saying this is art. Man, you're so pretentious and stupid. Fuck off. Fuck off and die.
Have you heard of there was a woman who, like, I think she like pissed on people or something. Like she got lifted up by some big naked man, and just like pissed everywhere or something, and did a load of weird shit.
Oh.
I'd have to find like the story or whatever, but it was a load of stupid like.
Man, as much as I love like, as much as I hate traditionalism. Just bring back the fucking, like, bring back painters with actually, like, really cool paintings. Like, just bring back painters, man. Just be a painter. Like, art can be whatever, yeah? In the realm of, like, art, like art pieces. Bring back painters, sculptors, all those motherfuckers.
Art is subjective, right?
Yeah, but I don't want it to be too.
Art is subjective. I think the stuff that they're doing is not fucking art. It is a waste of time and a waste of fucking eyeball use.
Listen, I won't disagree with you, brother. Yeah. But also, that's why I'm saying
I'm also,
art shouldn't be too subjective.
I'm also not gonna like fucking band people together to stop it, if you know what I mean. Like I don't actually care. I just don't see it as art personally. Makes sense?
That's fair. That is fair.
And like what other fucking stupid examples are there? Okay, so this is
symmetry.
More this is going to be a more controversial way. You know the art which is, it looks like they just fucking threw buckets of paint onto a canvas.
Yep.
I could fucking leave that shit behind. I'd be okay with that not existing.
Yeah, I mean,
I understand. I can understand like aspects of it, right? But if they're literally just fucking throwing fucking paint at a canvas, man, a fucking child could do that.
Okay. Here's a contra to this. Ready?
Sure.
Have you seen the art where people attach a string to a paint bucket and puncture it, and then they throw it and it like starts rotating? Okay. Anyone can do that as well. Most people can do that.
Yeah.
Someone with any motor function skills. But that shit is pretty, no? It looks like a galaxy and...
Yeah, I mean, they if they used that medium in a creative way, then yes, it's art.
Well, it was great. They just pick two colors and they just throw the little paint bucket and they just hold it when it's done.
Well, that's all they do. So they're not like they're not adding any extra bits to it.
Yeah, they conceptualize the thing. Yeah, they don't. They just do that. But in my idea,
it's art, but I just don't like it. How about that?
That's fine. I think you shouldn't make the labor point of it like the last contention. Like you can't be like, oh, there's not much work doing that.
That's not.
Which is, to some extent, this is true. Like if you're not putting any effort in, you're just throwing a paint bucket on a piece of canvas. Yeah, you're fucked. Fuck your art.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think you're right, but it is a good it is a good way of saying something shit. You know?
It is.
Okay, so I saw another one. To get into the art, like, exhibit, you had to squeeze between. No, you had to squeeze between two naked people. So this is the first article I found on this, with people squeezing between each other to get into the art exhibition. Mixed reviews, to say the least.
Huh?
Yeah. To get into the exhibit, you had to squeeze between two naked people. Like, that kind of shit, man. What the fuck are you even doing?
What are we doing? What are you doing, guys?
Now,
yeah,
I think
don't know what, man.
the thing is, anybody who really likes that kind of stuff are gonna think of us like fucking absolute Neanderthals.
Like, these savages don't even understand. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a savage. What about it? I eat with my hand. What about it? You got a problem? when shit hits the fan, would you trust a savage? Or would you trust some fucking snob with an art degree? That's what I'm saying.
I feel
it's white.
I feel like we've sort of just we had a nice concept at the beginning, and it's just turned into hating on fucking like the overly artistic people,
overly cultured people.
Yeah, which was not the intention, but that's how it's turned out.
Man, I got, as much as I like science and I thrive in science and I'm gonna do a degree in Korean science, I haven't got an artistic side. Not artistic. Oh, okay, both. But yeah, I got an artistic side.
I mean, I did a painting. Have you seen my painting?
I've seen your painting. Yeah, I've seen your painting, Bob Ross.
I think it's shit, but I mean,
do we go chase these guys?
It is technically art. Okay, so in conclusion, art is good. Art is cool.
Artists are stupid.
But also, some art isn't art, in my opinion. It's just some fucking arbitrary bullshit which they're making up.
You're so milquetoast with your opinion. Oh, in your opinion, no, you should be like art. Some art is not art. It's too.
But it's like beauty though. Like, I can call you an ugly motherfucker, but someone might think you're beautiful.
No, but I agree. The word subjective here is a trap. Be careful. Subjective shouldn't be.
I could do with my
technically.
thing,
okay. I want a different one for subjective. I want contextual. Like that word. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
because art is subjective, but I would like art to be placed within a context of a societal understanding from a standard. As much as standards are probably not good.
Okay, you can't really put art under a standard though. That's kind of the whole point of art.
No, but I want some standard. It's like, okay, not to be mean, but not everybody's beautiful, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of ugly motherfuckers.
No, but that's the thing. Most people are not ugly. Most people are average.
Yeah.
Most people are okay looking. And you know what? Most people, I never got attracted to someone because of the looks, mostly.
100 to the left. Yeah, we got distracted, and that's where the conversation ended, and we never spoke about it again. Next up is a similar conversation, but we were talking to Hawk instead of Yousef. What's your opinions on, like, modern art?
Modern art?
I don't want to describe it the way I want to describe it without giving away my feelings on it. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like
modern art.
For example, I think the example that I gave, or me and Yousef talked about, is there was an art exhibition where to enter, you had to walk or you had to squeeze between two naked people to get in.
Oh, yes.
That sounded very enthusiastic.
Yeah, no, I just know what you're talking about, that's all.
And there was like the girl who like just fucking pissed everywhere and like threw food and stuff. I don't really remember the specifics, but there was a video of it.
I understand. I kind of understand the type of modern art you're referring to here.
And I just saw like a clip of it's a fucking fog map, dude. God damn it. I just saw a clip of 4 people like vacuum sealed, basically suspended up in the air a little bit. Now I think I managed to find the artist's website here. So it looks like he's done this quite a lot. Pretty weird in my opinion. Probably a kink, let's be honest. Weird. Yeah. And it was called an exhibition. And I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that kind of, on modern art like that.
Oh no. Okay,
Are you dead?
Give me a second, I'm dying to dogs. but I'm still dying to dogs because I was in the water and there was 5 dogs.
Oh no, there's only one left as well. That's unfortunate.
I know. If you're gonna make an extremely abstract and like modern, like spaced out concept of art, you should be obligated to deliver a certain like assessment of why you're doing what you're doing.
You should have some
It should be
sense.
like, it should be research. Like you should have like a summary or like a statement about what you are trying to achieve. Yeah, you want a thesis on what you're trying to achieve with it.
Okay.
Like, I'm all for making crazy things and doing crazy things, but I definitely think some things are just crazy for the sake of being crazy, and when that's the thing,
Pretentious and wanky.
Yeah.
Is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
I think it's a fine line.
Yeah.
Just like fine art.
Just like I'm saying, if you have a thesis and like I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Then whatever, dude.
That's a far more elegant way of putting it than me and Yousef did.
So I'm assuming you guys had very strong opinions then.
Stupid opinions, ill-informed opinions. It's probably the best way of putting it. I think I mean, you know, talking to Yousef goes, it's sort of just, we start in one place and then it just fucking trails off into madness.
Yeah. I actually really like it. Like he has such an ability to just absolutely
Talk out of his ass.
Yeah, it's just such an ability.
Yeah, I've said so many times, he could start a podcast by himself. And ultimately decided it's like, do what you like, but I'm going to call you pretentious if you call that art. Basically, I think is what it boiled down to.
But I'm not going to say that like all art is good art. And I'm not going to say that like all of those things are still art. They are just not...
It's just shit art.
Good. They're just not good.
Yeah.
And in turn, calling something art kind of has a positive connotation. So if you are a person that calls something absolutely like wacky, pretentious art, then you are in turn wacky and pretentious.
I think now that you've sort of said that, I think one of the things we were talking about is, can we categorize or solidly define art? I guess have more of a solid standing to call people pretentious or say whether that is art or not. I'm pretty sure I said something like, I'm going to take a shit on the floor and call it art and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm pretty sure that's one of the counter arguments I came up with.
My interpretation of art is just creative freedom of expression in in the form of a medium.
Yeah, I think you have come up with far more well-structured, well thought out arguments and thoughts compared to mine and Yousef's. Thank you for watching, and before we leave, I thought I'd share some little bits of art pieces that I've done myself. I definitely don't consider myself an artist, but I do like to do creative things. So this is one of the things which I've done recently. This is supposed to be a Lord of the Rings, Gandalf entering the Shire inspired little piece that I did. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's all different layers of wood. I don't know if that comes across. I don't think it comes across unless you're in person. You can sort of see the width there. So yeah, that's something that I did recently. But I also am currently working on an oil painting. What? Oh, fuck me, I nearly dropped it, it's fine. So I'm also currently working on an oil painting, which is going to be a Bob Ross / Evangelion. Let me show you. So, there is half of the oil painting, and then I'm going to put in these guys in front of those trees, and then I'll finish the painting with a load more stuff. So that's kind of just something that I'm working on. This does not make me an art expert. I don't think I'm particularly a good painter or anything. Just thought I'd share. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. We've also, if you like Hunt specifically, I've done a Trinity of Pain 1 hour and 20 minute challenge video, which is kind of my Magnus Opum? Which is the best video that I've made, I think. I would definitely recommend checking that out. Yeah, have a look at my channel, see what other stuff I've done, and subscribe. Yeah, thanks, bye.